Camilla, and today we have a 20-minute lower body strength session working those legs. You are going to need a pair of dumbbells, so have those ready by your mat, and you are also going to need a resistance band, fabric or elastic one, that's absolutely fine. It's not essential, so if you haven't got it, don't worry, you can still do the session. Have some water at the ready, and we are going to get going with this session that focuses on the legs, and you can do this as a leg session on its own, or if you want to pair it with another session of mine, you can do that too, so you could do some upper body or core afterwards or before. This is a great 20-minute session to fit it into your busy life. Okay, right, we are going to start with a lateral lunge, making sure you've all done a warm-up before you start. We are going to take one dumbbell and place it on our collarbone. I'm just going to set my timer so I don't get carried away, and we are going to lunge to one side, so a lateral lunge, stepping across into our opposite leg, coming back to the centre. So you're stepping across, sitting your weight into your bum, keeping your knees in line with your toes. Just have a little look down, stepping across, sitting backwards into those glutes. Keeping your opposite knee straight, so you've got a nice straight leg, and you're bending the knee of the leg you're standing into. Bringing it back to the centre. We are going for 45 seconds on each exercise with a 15-second rest. So make sure in that 15 seconds you have a rest, you get your breath back before we go again. Okay, we've probably got one more repetition, and we're going to rest there. Keep this dumbbell in your hands. This is our 15-second break before we come to the other side of the mat, placing the dumbbell on our collarbone. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to step across into our lateral lunge. So we're coming out to the other side, keeping your opposite leg straight, bending the knee, the leg you're standing into, pushing your weight up through your heel, whilst you're smiling. Brilliant. Good. Okay, so stepping across, keeping that knee in line with your toe, sitting into your bottom. Fantastic. Keep coming across. We are nearly through. This is a great exercise. Working the legs laterally, really important. Okay, I'm resting there. Next exercise, we're going to take our band, if you have it to hand, and put it round your knees. If you don't have it, you don't need to have it, that's fine. Coming onto the mat, we are going to do glute kickbacks. So arms straight, back like a tabletop, engaging your core to spine, keeping your knee at a 90-degree angle and your ankle too. You're aiming to get the sole of your foot to the sky. So squeezing up, working those glutes, activating those glutes. Really squeeze it up, push against the resistance on that one side. Great stuff. Squeezing it back. We've got a couple more repetitions. Get those glutes on fire. And resting it there. Having a little wiggle in the hips. Getting ready for the other side. So again, keeping your arms nice and straight. Your back like a tabletop, your toes into the mat. Let's go, squeezing up the other side. Keeping your ankle at a 90-degree angle. And with your knee, bring your knee brushing down to the mat and then taking it straight back up, squeezing those glutes. So you're really pushing back everything you've got against that resistance band. If you don't have a band, just squeeze that leg right up, keeping your back nice and flat. Fantastic. Nearly through. Couple more repetitions. Let's go for one more. Great. Okay, Slowly coming up to standing, taking that band off your legs. We are going to take one dumbbell and we're going to come into a squat. So you can go a little bit heavier if you've got a heavier dumbbell, great. Otherwise just use what you've got, feet hip width apart, and we're coming down. So our hips are coming out behind us. We're sitting back into our bottom, pushing the weight up through the heel, keeping that dumbbell under your chin. So your chin stays nice and high, and keeping those knees in line with your toes. So don't let those knees cave in. Get those hips out behind you. Just come to where you feel comfortable. You don't have to come as low. You can come to where you feel comfortable. I'm just going to show you a couple from the side. So your hips out behind you. You're sitting into the bottom. One more. Great, and resting there. Right, we've got side leg lifts, which we're going to bring the band back into action for. So coming onto the mat, band around the ankles, coming onto your side, ankles in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders. We're going to bring that leg up, okay? So you're squeezing that leg up with the band. I've got a nice strong band here, so I'm having to work hard. You don't want your leg to come all the way up, just to where I'm coming to, with a bit of resistance, pushing against it. Get it as wide as you can. Good. This is a good burner. It gets those legs activated, and you're going to feel this one. So squeezing against the band. If you don't have a band, you're going to feel this in your leg weight anyway. Squeezing out. We've got a couple more repetitions on this side. Let's go for one more. Great, and then we're going to swivel around to the other side, getting your ankles in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders, your nice straight spine, and we're going to bring that leg up this side. Okay, let's go, squeezing up the other side. Great stuff. Really feel that resistance against the band, squeezing it up. Feeling this down the side of the leg. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Brilliant. Squeezing back, all the way up. Excellent stuff. Nearly through. Keep going. I know you can feel the burn. Push, push, push against that band. Yep, my left leg, I can feel it more than my right leg. And resting there. Excellent. Okay, slowly coming up to standing, taking that band off your ankles. We are going for a reverse lunge. If you are not confident with these, stay with your body weight only. If you feel that you can handle and add a bit of weight, then have a pair of dumbbells in your hands. We're going to come to the front of the mat and we are stepping back into a reverse lunge. Okay, so we're stepping back on one side, keeping a nice strong core, shoulders back, body upright, and we're stepping back into that back leg. Brilliant. Okay, so you are going to push back and coming up through the toe on one side, working those legs. Brilliant stuff. Couple more. And resting there. Give your little legs a shake. You can probably feel it in your standing leg hip. And then we're going to get ready to come down on the other side. So again, standing on the mat. If you've got your dumbbells, have them relaxed by your sides. And we're going to step back on that other leg. Keeping the balance through the body. Keeping your knees in line. So nice, strong. Lunge back, pushing through the toe as you come back up. Keeping strong in that core, body upright. Keep coming backwards. If you have a wobble, that's fine. Just go at your own pace, working with what you've got. Brilliant stuff. Couple more repetitions. Keeping that form as your legs begin to feel it. And resting there. Excellent. Okay. We are going to take our one dumbbell. Ready for our lateral lunge again. If you need a sip of water, grab a bit of water now. Then get that dumbbell. Have it ready on your collarbone. Let's go into our lateral lunge. So we're stepping across, sitting our weight into our glutes. This is round 2. We've got 2 rounds of these exercises and your 20 minutes is up. It goes super fast. So enjoy it. Put every little bit of effort you've got into it. It's a brilliant session. Legs focused. And done little and often has a big impact to your strength. So keeping that knee in line with your toe. Great. And then we're going to go to the other side of the mat. Having a little reset. Giving ourselves that 15-second rest. And then we're going to get going onto the other side of our lateral lunge. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So stepping across. Sitting that weight into your heel. Not too much your toe. Think about the weight through the heel. Pushing up through the glutes. Through the heel. Back to standing. Good. Squeezing it across, keeping that opposite leg straight. Bending the knee of the leg you're standing into. Brilliant. A few more repetitions. And then we'll be on to our glute kickbacks. Last couple. One more. Excellent. Okay, dumbbell down. Band around your knees. We're going to come onto the mat for our lovely glute kickbacks. Working those glutes. Brilliant one for anybody that sits at a desk. Coming onto your mat, onto all fours. Arms nice and straight. We're squeezing back. That knee. Keeping your ankle and knee at a 90-degree angle. So imagining the sole of your foot pushing to the ceiling. Squeezing it back. Great stuff. Keep it coming. You're going to feel the burn on this one. Second set. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing back against that resistance. Good stuff. Let's go for one more. And resting there. Give your hips a little wiggle. I'm just going to grab a quick sip of my water because I can see it there. And then we're going to go onto the other side. So getting ready, band at the ready, arms straight, let's squeeze up with that other leg. Imagining the sole of the foot hitting the ceiling. Brilliant, squeezing back. You're doing a great job here. Get those glutes working. Fantastic. Squeezing back, keeping your arms straight. Good stuff. Squeezing up with those glutes. Last repetition. Good, and resting there. Coming up to standing, taking that band off your legs. We're going to take our one dumbbell, ready for our goblet squat. So have that dumbbell under that chin, feet hip width apart, and we're going to come down into that squat. So your hips are coming out behind you, sitting down onto that imaginary chair. Keep your knees behind your toes. So as you come down, keep those knees back. We don't want to be squatting forwards like this. We want to be sitting down into those glutes. Brilliant. Squeezing up through the heel. Weight into your heel as you come down. I'm showing you from the side so you can see, and keeping your knees nice and strong in line with your toes. One more. and resting there. Brilliant. Then we've got our side leg lifts. So taking that band back around your ankles, coming down onto the mat, ready to feel the burn. So having your ankles in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders, it's a nice straight spine. Let's come up with that one leg, squeezing it up. Finding that strength here, on the outside of the leg. Really push against that band. You should be feeling warm by now. Excellent stuff. Really squeeze up with that one side. Keeping the core engaged, keeping your legs straight. You've got about 10 seconds left. Come on, give it everything. I know you can feel the burn. My legs are shouting at me too. 5 seconds left. One more repetition. Brilliant, okay? Coming round to the other side. Again, getting that good form. Nice straight spine, ankle, hip, shoulder. Getting ready to lift that top leg up. Are you ready? Let's go. Squeezing it up. Come on, you can do this. We've got our reverse lunges and then we're going to stretch. So you're nearly through. 20 minutes is nearly up. Go super fast. So let's get it done. Hang in there. Really squeeze up with that leg. Woo! Brilliant. Squeezing up. Feeling that in the outside of that leg. Nearly through. Last few seconds. Last few repetitions. Come on. Working through that burn. Let's go for one more. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Coming up to standing, taking that band off, getting ready for our reverse lunges. Okay, so taking a pair of dumbbells if you feel comfortable. Otherwise, you can use your body weight. Okay? Coming to the front of the mat, we're going to step back on one side. Keeping that balance through the standing leg hip. Your core engaged. Your knees coming down in line with your toe. Shoulders back, chin up, standing tall. Keep stepping back, back to the centre. Pushing through with that standing foot. Good. Keep it coming. You've got a couple left on this side. Let's go for one more. Okay, give your standing leg a little shake. And then we're going to get ready to come back on that leg. Your final exercise. Okay? So taking a deep breath in, getting good posture, standing tall, stepping back on the other side. Keeping everything aligned. If you can look in the mirror, brilliant. Knee and arm toe, core nice and strong. Shoulders back, chin up. Engage your tummy to spine. Stepping back, pushing up through that standing leg foot. Brilliant. Hanging there, we've got 15 seconds left. You're doing a great job. Nice little leg session conquered here. Save this one and you can do it again. Making sure not to lose that form for the last one. Excellent. Okay. And resting there. Right, really important, having strengthened our legs and contracted all the muscles, that we stretch. So we're going to come down into a static lunge. Bring your hands onto the front knee, standing tall with the shoulders. You should feel this down your hip flexor, my right hip flexor, and just lean forward into it. So you stretch it out again. Okay, so hold this for about 30 seconds. Nice stretch through that front hip. Well done. Good session in the bag. Just leaning forward, feeling that stretch. Really, really important. I can't emphasize enough the importance of stretching as well as doing the strength training. So please make time for it. Okay, and then we're going to come over onto the other side. So pushing through The other hip flexor, my left one, keeping the shoulders nice and tall, pushing your hands into that front knee. You should feel this in your left hip flexor. Brilliant. Nice stretch through there, giving it a good old push. You feel that, keeping it still. Feel that stretch through the hip. Excellent. Okay. We're going to come down onto the mat and stretch out our glutes. They've worked hard today. So bringing one foot onto your knee, holding underneath your knee and just pulling it towards you. And you should feel this in your opposite glute. If you want to push that knee away with your elbow, you can. Keep your head relaxed on the floor. If you bring your leg towards you, you're going to feel this in your opposite side. Nice one for the glutes. Great stuff. And then we're going to change onto the other leg. So other ankle onto opposite knee, taking a hold onto that knee and drawing it towards you. Taking a deep breath in, drawing that knee towards you, slowly exhaling. Brilliant. Okay. Now take your hands away from the knee, gently coming to sitting. And then we're going to turn onto all fours, bring our feet to the mat, coming up to standing. And then we're just going to do my favourite stretch, so we're hinging at the hips, allowing the body to hang forward, feeling this down the back of the hamstrings, and just let your body hang to where it comes to. And just feeling that stretch down the back of those legs. Nice one. Chin to chest, just tucking over. And really feel, if you get your hands down to the mat, even better. Just work with what you've got. The more you do it, the better it gets. Okay, and then slowly coming up to standing, nice and slow. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining me and look forward to seeing you at our next session. Bye.